Are you guys familiar with the show at all?
Personally,
like
no.
a little bit. I've seen a couple shows here and there, but not entirely. No. So
Okay. So
I
this,
guess we're gonna be a good conversation. It'll be cool.
you bet. We're just hanging out. The whole concept is we want to get to know you guys a little bit better, right? Know who you guys are, what you guys got going on, that kind of thing. And I'm going to be dropping in some of your videos throughout the episode, like the links that you sent me.
Cool.
So that we can air some of those. But yeah, we're just going to shoot the shit. We can talk about anything from what you had for breakfast this morning to
your social insurance number.
Will Smith slapping Chris Rock if you want. But this episode will be out not next week, but the week after.
Can I veto the whole Chris Rock, Will Smith thing?
Yeah, well, we can still talk about it, but I might not leave it in the episode because it'll be a little outdated.
All right.
Sure.
100%. I'm Adam Hoffert, lead singer of Small City Blues.
And I am Dalton Lemon, the guitar player from Small City Blues, one of the 6-string slingers.
Nice. And this is episode 112 of the Sit Down
Sure,
podcast.
I lost count, man.
Yes, I was going to say a fun fact, but before I say the fun fact,
welcome.
Thank you and welcome for joining us tonight, you guys. This is a real honor. So Adam, I was introduced to you. I'm going to lead out of the gate with this. I saw you get up on stage with our boys, the Hour Hand, at the Coors Event Center. And that was the first time that I feel like you guys know each other though, prior to that.
No,
right?
we met at the concert.
At the Coors Event Center.
Yep.
Nice. And dude, I was like,
he was one table away from us.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I was blown away, man. I got that whole freaking thing on video too, dude. I got that whole song.
Man. I appreciate that. That was awesome. The Hour Hand was actually, because I live in Saskatoon, so the Hour Hand, I heard they were playing that gig, and I was like, well, I gotta go see them anyways. So I invited them to stay with me for the weekend instead of getting a hotel or whatever they were gonna do. I was like, yeah, just come. It's not going to be the most comfy accommodations, but like you're more than welcome to stay at our place. And but yeah, they offered. They're like, hey, like, what do you think about coming up tonight? And I was like, I was so nervous. I started shaking because we hadn't performed in forever, and I was like, you guys are serious? You want me to do this? And they're like, oh, it's going to be half step down. You know, everything's going to be fine. It'll be easier on your voice. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I got to think about it. So I eventually buckled. And we rehearsed it quick at sound check, which is like a big no-no. Sound guys don't like that when you're just like when you're rehearsing at sound check. But we squeaked it in there, and then they pulled me up for the encore. So it was lucky that they actually got an encore, and they pulled me up, and it was a lot of fun. It's actually a tune that we like to cover. So yeah, it was good. It was. So
yeah, you would have been like familiar with it. Yeah, dude, that was
for sure.
Fire. It was so fire.
But really,
I appreciate it.
You say they were lucky to get an encore, but realistically, everybody gets an encore.
I shouldn't have phrased it like that. Of course, they get an encore. But yes, exactly. It was a gamble.
Have you ever been to a show where there was no encore?
I've been to shows where I didn't want an encore.
We played many shows where there wasn't an encore.
Come on, man. The stuff I got to listen to today,
it was rock and roll.
It was right up my alley, you guys. I am such a fan right now. Like, dude, I'm embarrassed that I haven't been listening to you guys more. Like, holy shit, dude.
And likewise, you know, it kind of sucks for me to sit here and be like, yeah, you know, I don't know much about your guys' channel and what you do.
But that's fine. That's normal.
That's okay. We are so under the radar. I love it. Yeah, I love it. But the odd time, people know who we are, so that's kind of cool too.
I got recognized again today.
Did you? Yeah, we
There you go. Nice. Famous.
Yeah, we're at that level where the locals are recognizing us.
Yeah.
My neighbor might know who I am
Yeah.
now.
Aren't you that guy that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you my neighbor?
Yeah.
I recognize you.
Fun story about that. Our neighbors moved in next door last summer, and my wife met them over the weekend for the first time.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
No way. Yep.
Yep.
Fair enough. It's pretty normal in today's like day and age, especially with like
The
I don't
last
know,
2
COVID
years.
and-
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, it
Yeah,
makes a
no
lot of
kidding.
sense.
Yeah.
There's been some stresses going on. I don't know if meeting neighbors is on the top of my priority list either.
Right.
Well, my neighbors are Filipino too, and they're like very Filipino. So there's like such a language barrier. Like it was like for 2 years, man. I didn't even remember Buddy's name. I just couldn't remember his name. So we would always do the smile and nod thing, you know.
Yeah.
Now I remember. Now his name is Rudy. For everybody wondering, but
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
that was easy to remember.
Sure.
Though.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Rudy.
Not like
Yeah,
it's a
that's
hard,
that's his
complicated
North
thing, like
American name.
Will
You know,
Ardell.
Right. Yeah. What's his real name? Hey.
Yeah, couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
Like the episode we did with Ardell.
Yeah. What do you remember? What is?
Shit, I shouldn't have mentioned it.
Yeah. Will Ardell.
Will Ardell. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is real great, you guys. I had the pleasure of listening to you guys for the last couple hours. I basically did a little dive on your YouTube channel, watched your videos, and I got into the set that you guys have on there, but I'm not done watching it yet.
Hey, Dalton.
Oh, that's fair. Long. It's long.
What's up, buddy?
It's only
Sorry.
50 minutes, man. That's not bad at all.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. These episodes of the Sit Down Podcast are brought to you by Inspired Vapor Company. Drop the darts, man. Those guys are legit there to help you quit smoking and transition to vaping to help you quit nicotine. I struggled with a nicotine habit quite aggressively and used vaping to quit smoking. I was 4 years without smoking and had a cigarette and went hard in the paint. So these guys, I'm working with them right now too. They're helping me kick that habit. So I currently am vaping. Thanks, guys, for the help and support to kick the habit, man. So hit those guys up for any help if you're struggling with that. InspiredVaporCompany.com. There's 3 locations in Saskatchewan here, and use the promo code Moose10 at checkout for 10% off. Thanks, guys.
Go ahead.
Dalton, I've seen your videos today somewhere, and I didn't make the connection to Small City Blues.
Like, are you talking about my Facebook videos?
Maybe? Yeah?
Or are they just guitar videos, like playthroughs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think so.
I have a ton of videos on my Facebook. I have a couple on YouTube that are older too, and I do a little bit on Instagram. Like, you know, I got 2 kids, so it's lately I haven't been posting as much, but yeah, I got a pile of playthrough videos. Not so much like Small City played so many gigs consistently that it was refreshing to me to play other stuff for the videos and like test myself. Like, you know, Small City, I love our music, and obviously, like, you know, we wrote all of it, so I can like play with my eyes closed. So like to do a video of it other than promotionally, it's not as refreshing because I've played it a million times, right? So yeah, if somebody doesn't know our band and then comes across my Facebook, I guess, or Instagram, they'd be like, well, who's this guy play for? I guess it's kind of bad marketing, but I just do it for the practice, and it's weird. Like I almost make the videos for like to look back and see my progress more than anything. Like that's the beauty of Facebook, right? Like I have videos from like 8 years ago on there, and YouTube and everything, right? And I can literally see the progression. So
right, I think I got pictures and videos of me in thongs at strip clubs, maybe.
Walk a bar.
If I go back in my Facebook timeline far enough, you might see a picture of me in a thong and a bow tie.
Yeah.
In a lot of
you make good money doing that stuff or what?
Oh, it's insane. It's insane. Cash money, dude.
Cash, yeah, that cash money, I love it.
When cash was king, for sure.
Now Bitcoin is king.
Yeah, I don't know if Bitcoin. Let's talk. I want to get into the Small City Blues here. Like, can you give me a very layered question?
Just sorry, I wasn't done with Dalton yet.
All right.
Are you playing another band maybe? Because I came across you, and I wasn't looking for Small City Blues, but I remember coming across you, and when you joined Zoom here, like, hey,
you recognize the name?
Oh, Lemon, I know that guy.
Crazy. I do have another metal project I did. I released a 6-song EP back last October. It's called The Helpless, and it's like pretty aggressive, heavy music. Yeah.
The Helpless. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
listen to that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy stuff compared to the Small City stuff. Lots of screaming, lots of like aggressive drumming, like everything you expect of a metal album. And I always wanted to do that. That was like a bucket list thing for me. Once again, to like challenge myself and try new things. And man, it ended up great. Like, and writing wise, it was so much, not that Small City's hard, but it was actually so much easier and faster because I just did it at home. I wrote all the instrumentals, programmed the drums, linked up with a guy named Chris Demas out of Regina, who's an amazing drummer.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be a future guest on the show here.
Yeah,
there you go. He's a great dude, man, and he's super talented. So he produced the album and he retracked the drums. So Yeah, that's basically how that ended up happening. And then we kind of had a mutual friend, Jesse Dykins, who did the vocals. And yeah, it was just easy. And I was able to do it during COVID. And we were all kind of isolated doing it. And it worked out, man. It was really fun.
Hell yeah, dude.
I can sleep now.
Yeah,
I figured it out.
Figured out. Let's get to my layered question here. Can you give us and the people listening let's call it an origin of Small City Blues? Like, where did you guys meet? How long have you guys been together? All that kind of stuff.
Shit.
Leave that to you. Well,
layered. Okay, I'll simplify that. How long has Small City Blues been playing together?
2013.
Okay.
I
Nice.
think. That's what Facebook says anyways.
Yeah, nice. Okay, well, that's what we're going with for sure.
Yeah.
So how did you guys
almost
get
10
together?
years, I guess. How did we get together? I guess I knew Dalton from high school, and I played in other projects before, but after high school we kind of split off, and you know how that shit is. And then we wanted to play music, and we didn't have a bass player, so we had another guitar player and a drummer and myself singing, but we forced Dalton to play bass guitar. If you can imagine, like, he's an amazing, like, one of the best guitar players ever, and then we're gonna make him play bass guitar. So we forced him to play bass guitar for a while, so we'd have a functioning band and we could try and play gigs. And then eventually Dalton was like, no, I'm not doing this bass guitar junk anymore. It's just like, I want to play my guitar. And at the time I was playing guitar as well, so I was like, okay, well, you know what, you play guitar, you're way better at me, you're way better at guitar than I am, so you need to be playing the guitar. And
then you picked up the bass.
I picked up the bass for a while, and then just another buddy, we just forced him into playing the bass because nobody wanted to play the bass for us. So Dalton taught him how to play the bass guitar, and he's a really good buddy, so he had the patience to sit down and learn. And yeah, that's kind of the origin story, just dragging everything through and forcing people to play bass.
And I will say this as a side story to the bass with Evan, our bass player. So we were roommates at the time, and he had never like touched an instrument in his life, as far as I knew.
Yeah.
He wanted to learn how to play guitar. So I was actually teaching him how to play electric guitar at my house, and then we needed a bass player, and he learned how to play the bass within, it was like 3 months, dude. And then he came and he played his first gig live after 3 months.
After 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was absolutely incredible, honestly. You got to give it to him, because and he played it well. It's not like he went up there and like, because that's an important, as much as we, joke about the bass, it's one of the most important instruments that in the band, right? But he slayed it, 3 months, and he slayed it. And that's kind of just the way it's been. We switched drummers just because we had a drummer from Francis named Isaac Keller.
Okay.
And he had to depart because he was having kids as well, and he didn't want to make the time commitment anymore, and we were jamming in his basement at the time too, so I think it was a way to get us the hell out of his basement. And and then we started jamming with Luke. So yeah, it's been good.
flame, it's so hard to keep score. Yeah, it gets embarrassing, can't keep it under control. Hard to focus on anything, seated out my soul. Come sooner or later, I've got some time. Wish you'd stop asking, 'cause I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Can't find something that isn't there. It's in my head. Don't look in there, I wouldn't dare leave it in bed. Yeah, it's best pretending that everything's alright. Don't want to burden you, I'm just trying to be polite. Come sooner or later, I've got some time. Wish you'd stop asking, 'cause I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. If things keep going down, and I'll keep going with it, you know, in not too long, I'm really gonna miss it. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
That 50-minute clip that we were talking about that's on YouTube. Can you tell me about that show? Was that like one of those when the radio, like did the radio station in Saskatoon or Regina put that on? Because those guys at the intro looked like the radio guys from, what is it, the Bull or something?
The Bull.
For the
The
wolf.
Wolf.
The Wolf, sorry.
Yes.
Bull is a country station.
So we won a contest. Like they put on a battle of the bands contest, and we won a contest. And part of that bounty of winning was a free rental of the Exchange. It was that music venue there.
Oh,
Right.
And then they came back to introduce us that night. So we were able to throw our own kind of show that night. And we brought the Hour Hand on with us too, which was awesome. So it was a fantastic night, and they came out and just did the introductions there.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I was kind of thinking, like we talked about putting in some of the music videos, and I'll tell you guys, this is kind of my idea, and it might not fly because it might be like impossible to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch that whole set, and I might like if I'm being honest, the audio isn't the greatest in there because it's like
for sure.
video,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So I might try and pull the audio from the videos and see if I can sync it up with the live set. So that will, you know what I mean? I'm going to try that, but I'm not making any promises because the sync it might look terrible.
Yeah, we don't play to a metronome on stage. We're one of those like free bands.
Right.
Luke,
That's kind of what I was
the pace. So
Yeah.
good luck with that. If it works out, great. If it
And
doesn't,
if not, it's okay.
Yeah. Do whatever you need to do. Honestly, we're not picky at all. So whatever makes your life the easiest.
The
honestly.
easiest.
But you know what? If it works, they're a hell of a band.
No doubt. The audio
you.
at that show was amazing. Have you guys been able to like be booking shows recently or lately?
No. We haven't tried though, to be honest with you. We haven't really been. Every now and then we get people inquiring, but we've been turning people down lately, just because we lost our bass player again, and
You need
we
to
haven't
force
really.
somebody into bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's must be our curse, the small city blues curse. We just have to force people to be bass musicians. But in all honesty, we haven't even been able to get together in the longest time to jam, just
Yeah.
as the rest of us. So we've all kind of moved apart, like geographically speaking. Like I'm in Saskatoon, and then a couple of guys are in Regina, and then Dalton's in the booming town of Ogama.
Small town.
Oh my
man.
God.
Booming metropolis.
Where is that?
It's like an hour south of Regina. There's like
Okay.
500 people that live here. It's super small town. It's where I grew up. I own a house here. Me and my girlfriend have 2 kids now, so we're just like,
Right.
yeah, this is home base. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like
That
like our
scares
metropolis
me a
here.
little bit, you guys, because of how freaking awesome you guys are. Like you guys need to bring it back.
we do have plans to make new music. Live is, I mean, we would love to play live, and I'm sure we will one day, eventually in the near future here. It's just tough. Everybody, the music business, well, let's face it, we're hardly even in the business. It's like super difficult to actually get paid doing this stuff, right? So everybody has their own careers, and our other guitar player, he has a fairly lucrative career. So it's hard to be like, hey,
He's
man,
rich. He's loaded.
Money ain't everything. Like, come do this for, nothing essentially. So, and I'm kind of starting a career. Adam's starting a career. So we're writing new music. I've made new ideas for songs. We have plans to release music at the very least. And then when the time is right, we will be playing live again. We just got to figure out the bass. Yeah, that's where we're sitting now.
So for you listeners out there that know how to play the bass.
Yeah, if you're a bass player, you have to play Small City Blues.
And you're liking the music of this episode,
you have to
give Small City Blues a shout out. We'll have all their links in the description of this video.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ideally, you'll
give
be
him
in
Dalton's
the
phone
Regina
number.
area.
Yeah, we'll blast Dalton's phone number on the screen right here.
I already want to throw my phone out the window.
Have you been getting all those freaking spam calls the last couple of days?
No, but my girlfriend gets them lots.
Oh, dude, the last 2 days, remember like a few months back, it was like nonstop. It started again about 2 days ago.
Mine's been pretty quiet lately.
Yeah.
Of course, now that I say that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Another fun thing for you listeners out there. So we had on Carissa Hoffert last week, and that is Adam. So this is the Adam that we were talking about last week, you guys, for the listeners at home.
2 weeks ago.
Nope. Last week. For the listeners at home, Carissa was last week's episode. Trust me.
No.
Yes.
Last episode was Will and Beth.
Yes, but Carissa's episode
Was the week before that.
But it will air.
Oh no, it wasn't.
But it'll air
next
this week.
Ah,
So they're the week after.
I lost count of all the episodes.
He's so out of it. You know why he lost
Oh
count?
yeah, I don't.
He
blame
doesn't do any of the editing or uploading.
No.
So he
no.
has
It's
no
because-
freaking idea.
It's because we added an episode in between somewhere.
But yes,
That's all right.
Threw him right
I feel
under the
your pain,
bus
buddy.
there.
Adam does all the behind the scenes stuff too. So I feel your pain. I'm always like, Adam, what is going on?
Yeah.
we said that. You left that in. Holy shit!
Oh, yeah, what is going on? Yeah.
But so in all honesty, I don't know if you happened to catch the episode, Adam, but we were talking about how you and Carissa should do something together. You guys should collab on something that could be very interesting or not, or it could be shit. Like, honestly,
I honestly want to, and we've talked about it before, I'm sure, like just like at least jamming. We haven't even really jammed, so I do want to. It's just like kind of a legacy thing. Like I don't know, as cheesy as it sounds, but to have two Hofferts on some sort of a record somewhere would be really, really cool. I think, you know, even if nobody really digs it, at least we have it, right? I don't know. I think it's cool.
I think I
agree.
Yeah, my thought process is how much fire it would be. Like, you guys are definitely two different artists, right? And family, which is, I think it's dope as fuck. But to have you guys collab on something that it's got a lot of potential to be something great, right? And I mean, if it isn't, then just don't release it. But I think that you guys are both have the gift, is what I'm trying to say. And I think just don't deny yourself that. I mean, it's family, and it is hard to work with family, so there could be that there. But I think
I doubt she'd be that hard to work with. And I mean, she's incredible. So I think you're right there. I think we got to try it at one point in time, but yeah, just so tough to get together and do all this stuff.
Well, and honestly, I think it would be, I've always wanted to do some collaboration with a country artist, a small city. Like we knew Tennille Arts from high school, right? And she's like huge now. She's gonna be like the next Carrie Underwood, if you will. Like
she doesn't even take your phone calls now.
Oh yeah, and like
she forgot about us long ago.
Oh yeah. And I remember talking to her at the bar like forever ago, way before she made it and went to Nashville and all that shit. And you know, I was just like, well, let's just do a song, like whatever. Like I always thought it would be cool. I'm sure she thought that was ridiculous, but I know what you're saying. Like sometimes the extreme, when they come together, they can do really cool things, man. And like I like country just as much as rock, really. I like it all. So.
Right. As do I. I never used to be. I used to push country music away like very aggressively. But in the last few years, like I'm completely non-biased, man. If it sounds good, I'm a fan. I really am. I can't do what I can't do what you guys do. And if I hear good music, I'm just amazed because I'm more familiar with the work, like the blood, sweat, and tears that go into it, man. I get it. I've seen it like firsthand. I've seen what you guys put yourselves through and what you do to create this art. And I just have so much respect for it. Like
Thank you.
I'm in no position to be biased about it. Oh, well, that song sucks. Yeah, but there's more to it than that. Like everything that went into that, right? For the creation.
Just like a common thief, taking all
Sorry for the interruption, you guys. I just wanted to tell you guys about Muse Canada. They're a new arts and entertainment media connection and support network. Skip the algorithms of social media and connect with other entertainment professionals across Canada. Sign up today for $5 a month or use the promo code FunkyMoose2021 for 10% off. That is FUNKYMOOSE2021 for 10% off. Back to the show.
I appreciate that. And like, once again with Adam's got, I wouldn't say like octavely you have the greatest range. I wouldn't say like you're an opera singer.
No.
You have different levels, like you have aggression and then you have really bluesy kind of clean tones. And I feel like Adam can fit anywhere, man. And I've always thought that about him. You know?
Dude, I was like, very. So I was trying to put my finger on, like, you know how we kind of try and figure out, oh, well, who do they sound like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna not throw you under the bus, but but if after listening to Small City Blues, like there's something there, right? Familiar in his voice, right?
Yeah. Like, what do you mean?
So I mean, like, who would you compare Adam's voice to after the songs that you listened to today? Because I can think of one.
You mean what I said earlier?
No, because I don't remember what you said earlier. I don't.
Because you were. You're trying to throw me under a bus. I don't know.
No, just put you on the spot.
Okay.
I didn't mean throw you under the bus.
I'm like, okay, what did I say?
Yeah, no. What I meant to say was put.
I'm not in the room. I can't slap you.
Yeah. No,
like some people.
Yeah, like some people.
No, I got a little bit of our friends at 12 Years Today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, and I forgot you said that. Interesting.
I don't know them, but now I'm gonna have to check them out. 12 Years Today.
Yeah, they're a couple guys out of Toronto. They're pretty good.
Dynamite.
Yeah, we've had them on. They've been reoccurring guests on this show. Actually, they've been on here a couple times.
Yep.
But I was gonna say, I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but the singer from Tool. What's his name?
Maynard James Keenan.
Yes, thank you.
That one.
Him, and then there's somebody else that I'm getting like that I get vibes off of, but I haven't been able to put my finger on it yet. So I will get back to you guys on that. But I would say I would compare Adam to Tool and whomever. By the time this episode comes out, I would have put my finger on it. But
You know,
2 weeks.
I've never heard that comparison, but now that you mention it, I guess when he gets into like his kind of cleaner stuff, I can kind of see that. Maybe a hint of that there.
Yeah, but it's something like
not as good, but like I understand.
Something like late 90s, early 2000s Rocky, and I haven't been able to put my finger on it. Like shit I used to listen to, man, growing up. And that's, I think, what's so appealing about it. Like I said, that's what you guys are doing is right up my alley. I freaking love it.
Thank you.
It brought me back.
Awesome. Man. But no, in all seriousness, thank you so much for having us. Like it is awesome. We do appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. I'm embarrassed I didn't ask you sooner. Like after seeing
don't be embarrassed
at the Coors event, it was like we had talked about it that night.
Yep.
We did mention like, oh, we should ask Adam to come on, and then
I did ask him that night.
We chatted recently, and then I don't know, it just kind of fell through the cracks, and then you picked it up, and I was like, these guys are serious. They really want to chat with us.
It was legit. I was like going through my phone, like I was running out of space, so I was deleting a bunch of videos and shit like that, and I was like, oh yeah, this night at the Coors event, and I had that video, so I watched it, and I was like, fuck, this was awesome. So then I sent it to you before I sent it to those. I actually just sent it to those boys like last night or 2 nights ago, and they were like, holy shit, this is awesome. And I was like, yeah, I sent that to Adam a couple of weeks ago. Like, I don't know, I felt it was more yours than theirs. I thought it was pretty dope.
Well, fair enough. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I appreciate you captured that. And then I was stoked to see it. It was awesome.
Freaking rights. I think I'll try and put it in this episode, depending on the audio on it too. I think the audio is not too bad though. Maybe not the whole thing, but at least like
I don't know. You didn't send it to me, so
I don't send it. Yeah. I really try not to record at shows.
Yeah.
I was doing it a lot for a while, and then I would send it to the artists and be like, oh, I got this and stuff. And now I feel like I'm missing the show when I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go there. I'm not a videographer. I didn't go there to record you. It's cool to take a couple pictures here and there, but I would much rather be just in the moment. Like at I went to the Halloween Howl in Regina, and I didn't take any videos. I've got pictures of that night, but I don't have a single solitary video. I was just in the moment, dude, and I had so much fun that night.
I'm the same. I take a video or two maybe, but that's for myself later, just to remember what it sounded like, kind of thing.
Right.
But other than that, I'm there for the show, not for whatever's on my phone.
Yeah. And if I do start recording a video, like I'm not just gonna record 30 seconds of it or a minute. Like I want to get a full song, start to finish, right? Otherwise, it's just like, I'm gonna watch back a 3/4 of a song. Like, no, you know what I mean?
I'm the same way. So back in 2014, I think it was, I got really silly. Me and my buddy, we went to San Bernardino to Knotfest, and it was just crazy surreal weekend, man. Like we met Slipknot, we were at the same hotel as them, and we were like hanging out with them, and it was just surreal time for us, right? But every band at that festival that we loved, I was like recording the entire set on my phone, and like this is a tribute to you, buddy, and I would like tag my buddies in the videos, and I was just so drunk and stupid. And then I look back at that festival and I feel like I did miss a lot of the great moments. So
I get it, man. I get it. Now in my phone too, I used to be able to, I don't know, get my phone, they changed the settings or whatever. In theory, if I had a 6-minute long video and I could like cut maybe a 20-second clip out of that, but still have the 6-minute video. So then I would have the 20 seconds I pulled out and the 6-minute. It doesn't do that anymore. If I cut 20 seconds out, all I've got is the 20 seconds. It like deletes the rest. Yeah, well, it happened to me a couple times. I was pretty upset about it.
That would be disappointing. That would be so heartbreaking.
Yeah, and that just happened like a week or two ago.
So I shouldn't get one of those.
No, you can, but if you have the video, save it somewhere.
I'm just saying because my phone is dying and I need something else.
Oh yeah. Either that or go see the band again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go, right?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yes.
It's cheaper than a new phone.
It is?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
There you go.
Where would you guys say was like the biggest venue that you guys got to perform at?
Yeah. The Coors Event Center was pretty cool. Like when we got to play like the full like venue, like I don't know if that was the biggest crowd we've ever had, or maybe like Gateway Festival, I guess. That would probably be the biggest. Yeah,
Gateway.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, Gateway's outdoors, so I don't know if you can count it, but yeah, like Coors Event Center, I'm sure we played bigger ones. Even like the Riddell Center's like big. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy though. Like probably the Coors Event Center would be like as big as it gets for us.
Was it like the main stage kind of thing, or was it like the Vizzy stage?
No, like the big main stage, which was pretty cool. It was for a contest to try and open up for One Bad Son. So for whatever reason, they let us have the whole big main stage. So that was sick, honestly.
Right. Nice.
Cool.
How long ago was that?
3 years ago.
Jesus,
like that?
Before everything shut down, like 2019, like just before everything shut down, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just I'm still a little embarrassed how you guys were so far under my radar until you watch your numbers. Your numbers on YouTube are gonna slowly start rising. That's gonna be me just having that shit on a loop, dude.
It'll go from 100 views to 101 view, and I'm stoked.
Let's be real. 110, 110, 120.
110.
Hell yeah. No, it's awesome.
Crack triple digits. That's all we care about.
Freaking rights.
We do all right on Spotify though.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I haven't looked at that stuff in a little while, but Yeah, I think we do all right. We don't see any money from it, but I mean, yeah, I think we do okay.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Do you get radio play at all?
We used to get a little bit in Regina, and then
We
we get
still-
some like
We still do. It's very seldom. But I've even my last stint with Corrosion guys heard our song on the radio on the Wolf again. And
nice.
you know, the smaller stations too. Like I don't know how often like Wayburn's playing us anymore and stuff like that. And Estevan, I think, used to play us a bit, maybe.
Yeah, I don't
Cinnamon.
know. We're really terrible at tracking this stuff. See, we're really not that good at like
Well,
radio's
Stuff.
a tough beast. I don't understand radio to begin with. Like that's
well,
a whole other thing.
I do want to circle back to the radio thing, but before we do that, how do you guys like distribute your music out there? Is it you guys uploading it personally, or do you use like DistroKid or something like that?
Yeah, we use like CD Baby is what we use. We find I don't know. I don't want to get into the difference between CD Baby and DistroKid, but like it's just a different platform we use, and it does push it out to like everything, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it seems like DistroKid or CD Baby are the two that artists use.
Yeah,
and whatever
like
you're
they're-
comfortable with.
They
that's
pretty
what you
much
use.
do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they would track all that information for you, right? And then
Yeah.
yeah,
Something to do with the publishing too. Like music gets weird, right? Because there's publishing rights, and then you have all these different sorts of rights involved with your music. And unless you have a publisher, it's hard to track all that data. That's essentially what a publisher does for you, right? So there's probably a little bit of revenue floating in the void out there somewhere for us digitally that we have no idea about, right? Even on YouTube, like who knows?
Like a whole
well,
$5
YouTube,
yeah. We're not concerned about it, but yeah,
I am a little bit more familiar with YouTube, because that's like where most of our views come from is on this channel. But there's like 4 criterias you need to make before you can even monetize. And one of them is you need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. And then that's like, so that's one threshold you have to cross. And then the next is you need 4,000 hours of watch time in a rolling 365 days.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's the lot, like out of the 4,
we're at 1,000, just under 1,000 right now.
yeah, it dropped. So it's on a rolling 365. So we're kind of on the low scale right now, but it'll pick up in the next couple of weeks. But we've crossed 3 out of 4 barriers before we can monetize. And dude, we've been just hovering at 1,000 hours for over a year. Like for whatever reason, we just can't seem like we're getting the views and stuff like that, but it's a rolling 365. So the views that we get today basically make up for the views I'm going to lose tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
right.
So we're just kind of hovering there. So
Well,
I
keep
don't
it
know.
up, boys. Like really.
Yeah.
I think the downfall to all that kind of shit is just not being consistent. And if you guys stay consistent, good things will happen.
I
agree.
agree.
I think with Small City, it's tough. Like we do it because we love music, man. Like the business always comes second for us, and Adam's our guy when it comes to that. And it's tough.
Not a very good guy either, so that's why we are where we are.
We might have to put you back on base.
Yeah, right?
but like really, it's tough for Adam when there's 4 other guys in the band. And everybody's busy, and you know you got to keep up with content, and you know you got to regularly meet together with 5 guys is tough, man. So
yeah, we can totally relate, man. I get it. It's what I love about this is that it's same scenario sort of, but like it isn't about the money. Yes, it'd be dope to get our YouTube channel monetized. That'd be kick-ass, man. But if it doesn't, like we've been doing this over 2 years now, and we're good. We're not doing it for that. That's not the reason we're doing it. We're doing it because we're genuine fans of music.
Yep.
We love getting to know you guys a lot better. And we just want to use the platform to help promote you guys and draw attention to you. It's not about us at all. It's about you guys.
But the beauty of that is that authenticity will will eventually translate.
I believe that as well. That's why I'm like, I get so excited every week. Like dude, I love doing this show so much.
The only reason I know that we're at 1,000-ish hours is because I was trying to explain to someone how YouTube monetization works. That's the only reason I was in that dashboard. Before that, I haven't looked at it for like 3 months.
I looked at it today and we dropped about 60 hours in the last
Yeah,
month.
but you know
but
what?
It'll pick back up.
I don't care.
Yeah, me
because I
neither.
like doing what we're doing.
When we're at like 2,000 hours, I'm gonna be excited as fuck.
Yeah,
You know, because we've been hovering at 1,000
Yeah.
for over a year now. So
Yeah.
when I
Still
see
not
it,
making money,
yeah,
but excited about it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, but
exactly.
it's and the relationships we've been able to make as a result of this, dude. Going on location and doing episodes is new for us and like a lot of fun. We get all these little private concerts. It's freaking awesome, dude. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Well, and to add to that, I would love to come back on. You guys seem super chill. I would love to do another
It's been
episode.
really sweet.
Well,
and another thing about that is with the authenticity of what you're doing, we can relate to that because we've met so many amazing people through what we do. And I think part of that is because we're not going up on stage and being like, hey, give us a like on Facebook. We're not promoting ourselves as a business. We are trying to be authentic. We're just a couple guys in a basement that make some noise and hop on the stage and try to make people's day, right? And I think, you know, whether that's 1 million fans or 10 fans, it's cool for us, man. Like,
right, it's the same. It could be, I get it, it could be one fan.
Yeah,
that's right.
But it's just having that impact on that one person. Like it's exciting as shit. And that's interesting you say that too, because I don't remember the last episode where we were like and subscribe and follow our I think, you know, we've said it now and again, but
have you
dude, never.
No, but have you put the subscribe button in at all? No?
Never.
Okay.
Never.
Like
never.
That's not a bad idea, right? Like
I know
nobody's gonna look down upon you for doing it. I'm a marketing guy, right? So I get it, but it feels so wrong doing it to your own art, right? Like I get it. I get it.
It's more than that too. It's that it's not laziness, because I'm like, oh shit, you know, I should have done that. But by the time I remember doing it, I've already got the episode edited and uploaded. So I'm not going to go and redo it just to throw in a freaking like and subscribe, right? It's always comes to my attention before I should have, as I'm editing. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's too late to remember. And I'm like, oh, I'll remember next week to do it. And then I just don't. I forget because I'm so accustomed to not doing it that it's easy for me to forget to do it.
But how many channels do it though? Like this is another thing too. You got to kind of not reinvent the wheel, but like, man, how many videos do you see where it's like and subscribe? It's like
but it works though.
Exactly.
So I've got a 7-year-old son who watches YouTube, right? And dude, every time somebody says like and subscribe and everything, he's doing it. Like
really?
It's my wife's got to unsubscribe to like over 200 channels a night, dude. A night. Because he just goes through the reels and like and subscribe to everyone, and then he'll swipe and like and subscribe and swipe and like and subscribe. Like that's what he'll do for like half an hour every day.
That's true.
Yeah, fair enough.
And you're a marketing guy, so you'll know that the pop-ups on websites where it says give us your email address and get a whatever discount or whatever, they're annoying, but they work. I have it on funkymoosmakers.ca too. There's a pop-up there.
Yeah,
I know it's annoying.
Yeah,
I know you don't have to tell me, but it works.
You won't. Nobody will put that in your website. Like nobody's going to your website to I'm gonna subscribe to their mailing list. Like nobody will ever do that unless it's a pop-up. Like you have to do it. Unfortunately, like all marketing is like you're just trying to like manipulate attention is a bad way to say it, but that is what you're doing, right? So you got to put it right there. You have to.
Well, we were always trying to figure out, like, we would love to draw as much attention to the YouTube channel as possible. Like that's where we get the most traction.
Right.
So, you know, we were doing that, really trying to guide people that way. Then I go and I put one freaking little video up on, I do Instagram more than I do Facebook, right? I'm a big advocate on Instagram. And I think there was like 2.5, 3 years, I didn't even log into my Facebook account. Like I would, like it was Instagram. Anyways, so we're trying to draw attention to the YouTube thing, and it's not getting the results I wanted. And I put one video up on freaking Facebook, and it's like, boom, over 1,000 views. And I'm like, what? Like, why can I do it here and not on YouTube? Right? Like that one video that brought in 1,000 views would have gave us like 120 hours of watch time. You know what I mean? It's like, dude.
Yeah.
I think
crazy.
I think Facebook and YouTube count views differently though.
It's timing, right? Because you can see on the Facebook account, like, oh, they only watched 3 seconds of it.
You can do that on YouTube too. But I think on Facebook, as soon as the video starts playing, and even if it's silent in the timeline, they count it as a view.
As a view.
Yeah. And with YouTube, you have to hit play, and it has to play for at least, I think it's 15 seconds. That's when it gets counted as a view. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know yet for sure. Yeah, like I bet you're right though. Like that makes a lot of sense.
You can't monetize a Facebook page though.
No, because fuck Facebook.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm like big on YouTube and Instagram. That's like my 2 favorites.
With the storm that
Okay,
talk to
I was
you
just
at the
gonna
same
say
time.
I'm bigger on Facebook, mostly because I like to socialize with people that I actually know. Where Instagram, I feel like I'm speaking into the void, and I feel like Instagram would be and YouTube are better for like marketing, in that sense. But dude, even with the Helpless album, like trying to market that album by myself, it was just like such a rabbit hole, and I'm such a busy dude. I actually focus most of it on Facebook because that's what I'm used to, and
Right.
I just knew where my listeners were going to be already, and they were there, and yeah, that's why I don't know. Instagram, I still have it, but it doesn't. It's not really my thing.
And you say the right thing. You have to be where your audience is. I mean, you can, like you said, Instagram is great, but if nobody listens on Instagram, then you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Right.
No, you're
Exactly.
absolutely right. Absolutely. Like those, we just started those Moose Fest accounts on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how I post the exact same thing on both platforms, and the numbers on on Facebook are like quadruple the numbers on the Instagram. Like I'll get 30, 40 views on an hour hand video on Instagram, and like legit over 700 on the Facebook. It's like, holy shit, man.
Yeah,
It's such
It
a
is.
dramatic difference.
it's incredible. Yeah.
And the same goes for marketing for Funky Moose Records. Like the Instagram page, yeah, it shows pictures, but Facebook, when I post something on Facebook, I actually get
Some traction.
and comments and likes and whatever. And
Yeah.
So
Consistency, content is
Yeah,
king,
it's the
buddy.
consistency. You guys are putting in the work. Like you're putting in, you're doing the work, and you're doing it consistently, like Dalton says. And that's honestly, there is no secret. That's all it is. You just got to do things and
Right.
do them consistently. Like just and keep true to what you're doing. That's it.
Yeah. And like, truth be told, some of the episodes that you would think are, oh, this is going to be a real good one, are so boring, right? But that's
Yeah.
but it's okay too, because
yeah.
I don't care. I do, so I shouldn't say I don't, but I want to say, like, I don't care if I've got 10 views on that video or 10,000. Like, it doesn't
Right.
matter, because we're not at that stage yet. Like, that's not what it's about. It's us getting to know you guys. It's like a deeper dive behind the musicians who play the music, kind of thing. Right. I want to get to know you as a human being and as an artist, and what inspires you to make the shit that I love to listen to.
and then the next time we come to your show, we get to hang out with you.
Yeah. Then
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Yeah. And that's happened so much, where it's awesome. You know, we get that. It's not VIP treatment, but it's kind of like VIP, because we know who you are. So we
The band-
consider all you guys friends.
The band
now.
comes up to us instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kinda cool.
It's been so much fun.
Yeah.
Well, like I
Well,
said, I would love
100%.
to. I'd love to come back on. It does feel like just shooting the shit, and it's
Hell yeah,
appreciated.
man. We just started.
So this was the intro. Now we're gonna ask the questions.
Now I can
Yeah.
cut like 30 seconds of that for the opening. But no, like we've gone so far as like lately doing some on location episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm really enjoying those. I really am. Those are so much fun, but it's a lot of work, man.
They're a lot more work, but they're also, I wouldn't say a lot more fun. They are, but not. It's
if
not.
it wasn't fun, we wouldn't be doing it.
No,
that's
but
for
I don't
sure.
want to. I don't want it taken away from, like, when I say it's a lot more fun, I don't want it to take away from the Zoom calls that we have with others.
Right. This is just more, it's a convenience thing. Like I get that
for
the quality, it's not like 4K HD and stuff, but like I don't give a shit. Like this is what we get to do, and we just want to share it out there. Like if you want to
You
get
don't want to see this face in 4K anyway. It's all good.
So like, yeah, we've had people even play music through a Zoom call. Like I'm totally cool with it, but it's like, you know, our regular listeners and stuff understand that, hey, this is just a Zoom call, so they're not going to get like studio quality here, which is fine.
100%.
Another reason why I like the on location episodes, because we've been fortunate enough to have help from like Skull Creek Studios, and we've had Spectrum Sounds out of Prince Albert helped us do some audio on the Trader's Gate episode so that we can like hone in a better audio for the live performance. So it's been, dude, and then we just, you know, cut together the episode, throw in the songs. So it's been so much fun, man.
Nice.
I love
So
it.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to continue on? I want to roll it back to that radio talk there. I feel like you had more to say about that, or no? We were talking about radio. So the reason I'm asking is I saw one of your posts that was like, stay tuned because we got big news coming out in a couple of weeks. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's right.
curious, what is that big news? Is it what I think it is?
It is.
Oh, sweet. Do you want to care to share? I can cut it out.
No, you can cut. You
I can leave it in?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll cut out me saying I can cut it out. How about that?
We're getting big news.
I think you may be getting, because this episode's coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yep, it'll be live by
So
then.
we got an exclusive.
Should be live by then. Yeah.
All right.
So
Let's hear
I'm starting Funky Moose Radio. It's
Nice.
24/7 radio station. And the idea behind it is to have guests submit their songs, and those will
Right.
be played in general rotation with other random alternative music.
Right. So to feature, so like you'll have, like, correct me if I'm wrong here, but we could do like featured content where like we'd be featuring Small City Blues.
Yep.
For like an hour on the station.
We could.
Or sprinkle in their songs.
Yeah,
throughout the week.
I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that yet, but it's going to be
And you guys can get paid for it too.
there's
Whoa.
Whoa.
hang on. Don't get him wrong. I'm paying a SOCAN license. That's how you get paid.
Right.
Yes. No, this makes sense. Yes. I understand.
So the idea is to have a separate or two playlists. One is the general music, and then one is a playlist for our podcast friends, and then make it so that every hour at least 3 of our podcast friends
Of that week.
get played in within that hour.
Nice. So
Awesome.
basically,
Something like that. I'm not exactly sure yet
Yeah.
how it's going to work, but something like that.
that's pretty, I think that's freaking dope, man.
That is so sick. Good.
So
Lot of
maybe,
work too, man. So good for you. That's awesome.
so maybe if it's timed out right, then Small City Blues could be the featured artist of the first week of launch.
Could be.
Could be. Could be. Will. Just, I like
Hang
just
on.
putting them on the spot all
Hang
the time,
on.
right?
I'm not
Yeah.
exactly sure how all of this works yet. So,
Right.
so
But in
Breaking my
theory-
heart.
In theory, it could be timed out.
we'll see
We'll
how the
see.
software works.
But yeah, I think it's a great idea. And like, what's cool about it too is like no commercials, no freaking ad. There might be some Funky Moose Records ads in there every now
Yep.
and then. Maybe we'll throw in some Moose Fest ads in there, try and sell some tickets there.
It's only
100%.
related.
Yeah, it's got it's revolved around what we're doing.
We can play the podcast.
I don't know if I want to play the full podcast, but I'd be open to like clips of it and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's an option.
Because like if they want to listen to, I would rather, if you want to watch or listen to the full podcast, go to the YouTube channel and watch it there.
Mhm.
So we could use it to draw ads to the YouTube channel, maybe. You know, put a
Well,
clip of us talking about Adam and Carissa or something, and then we could play both their songs, or I don't know, just
Something like
random
that.
shit like that.
Your promo for the pop-up could be Buddy in the Thong.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let me cast some light. You got a long hard road with some extra headlights. You wanna feel alone 'cause it's too dark out there. to be driving so late. With all the snow coming down, you got too much on your plate. Cross bear out of sight, but on the back of her mind. Yeah, won't know, 'cause she won't show she's kissed by frostbite, scars left behind. Yeah, won't know the cold white snow. Never be your prison guard, 'cause this ain't a cell. How can you, innocent, will likely drag me to hell? Still watching you leave really breaks my heart. If I believed in karma, I would know it was over before it started. Crossbeard out of sight, but on the back of her mind. Yeah, won't know, 'cause she won't show she's kissed by frostbite, scars left behind. Yeah, won't know the cold white snow.
Here's some sad news. Foo Fighters announced that all the dates are canceled. Understandably so, but
Yeah.
dude, man, my weekend was messed up with that news. Dude, I was in such a funk with that.
Yeah.
I legitimately cried watching the video of Taylor singing that Queen song.
Yeah, me too.
I fucking cried, dude. That hit
I
me.
haven't had the stomach to watch it yet. I had too scared. It's sad and it's shitty, you know, but I think they're handling it, you know, really well. Like, I don't think they're not pushing forward. They're taking their time. You know, I have a lot of respect for them canceling the rest of their dates, because
Yeah.
that's one of your brothers, honestly. Like, how the hell do you keep doing that? You know,
Right.
kudos to people that can, but I don't think I ever could, you know, so totally understandable why they're all
Yeah.
canceled. And
Agreed.
for sure.
And I think it's gonna be. I think we just need to be patient with it. I'm skeptical if they'll come back, to be honest with you. And if they do, I think it's gonna be a long freaking time, dude. Like I almost see them being done in my head.
Yeah.
So do I. I don't. I agree with you. I don't think they're gonna replace him. Who knows though?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if we would have left the band, they would have replaced him. But now I don't think they will.
Yeah, no. But you never know. Like, look at Avenged Sevenfold. I mean, the Rev was a huge thing in Avenged Sevenfold. Their drummer passed away, but who knows, man? But
Look at
it is
ZZ Top.
super
Same
sad.
thing.
It is
Yeah.
super sad. Their songs are so epic, though, and
Yep.
he was obviously a huge part of that. And just the vibe that those guys give. Like, their music got
Yeah.
me through so many hard times, man. Like, I remember when
Yeah.
I'd be going through something, whether I lost somebody passed away or whatever it was I was going through, I'd always throw on the greatest hits of the Foo Fighters.
Oh yeah.
And like, all their songs speak to me in one way or another. Like yeah, the album, the greatest hits in general are just incredible. Like, every album's good, but you culminate the best of the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's just, they're unreal.
Agreed.
But I think their greatest hits album aren't their greatest hits anymore. Like,
No.
there
I
were so many
agree.
more
I
after that.
agree.
Yeah, they've definitely
a lot
released.
of really great tunes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the movie yet? Have you seen Studio 666?
No, I'd like to. I don't know.
No.
Where can you watch it? Can you just rent it
It's-
online?
I think you can now. I think
Oh, okay.
as of last week, I don't know the exact streaming platform, but I think it's like on demand now.
So here's the thing. Their Canadian marketing team, I guess, I don't know exactly how that worked, but reached out to me saying that, hey, can you help us promote this movie? So I
No
accepted,
way.
and in exchange, we would get tickets and like the albums, a bunch of albums.
Yeah, we
and
had
posters.
the rights to air the trailer on it was on,
Yeah.
I don't remember which episode, but a few episodes back.
Yeah, so
we got to open the show
Right.
trailer.
Oh, right.
Studio 666.
and then I got
Was it Braden King?
yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
Well, anyway, and then so they sent. Joel wanted to go that the weekend it opened, and so he got his 2 tickets, and then I wanted to go the weekend after, but it was nowhere to be found anymore.
It's a good movie. It's
Yeah, I'd like to
I
check
think
it
you'll
out.
enjoy it. I loved it, man. I thought it was hilarious.
But
It looks very
the albums and posters are on their way.
Sweet. So we get some posters.
Yep.
So where are we gonna put it?
Uh,
In my frickin' basement, right beside Vigo
yeah.
from Ghostbusters. Dude, I got like you remember Ghostbusters 2? You ever see that
No,
movie?
I don't know if
I've seen
like
it.
the old
man.
one.
I've seen it, but it's been
Yeah.
a while.
So there's like
Yeah.
that big painting, like Vigo, the big god that comes and steals the baby and they fight the painting and shit. I have that
Yeah.
in my basement, dude. It's huge.
Dude,
It's
That is
Nice.
creepy. That is creepy as hell.
yeah, it used to scare my son, but he's okay with it now. He gets it.
That painting's terrifying. It's like the only
He's
thing
just
I've
dude,
seen
it-
from that
accepted it.
movie.
Yeah.
I love that thing. And it's like on it's not a poster. It's like actually on felt or not felt. What's
Canvas.
on a canvas, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that
Awesome.
thing.
Cool, but super
You got that
creepy.
from China, right?
I don't remember it. So it was through Instagram. You know how you get like an ad to
Oh, yeah.
buy like you can get t-shirts or whatever the fuck. And this
Yeah, we'll probably
There's
all get the
Canvas
ads
and Vigo.
now too.
yeah, I have no doubt if you're listening.
Nice.
But yeah, so I was like, oh, I'll try it out. It was like $100, and I'm like, no way, frick. There's no way I'm gonna get like an 8-foot Vigo for $100. And yup, I
Yeah.
sure shit did. Dude. It was legit.
Holy.
It took like 3 months to get there.
It took
or
a long
something.
time,
Yeah.
but it definitely came. It showed up.
Fair
Nice.
enough.
Well, we'll have to get you an 8-foot
stuff.
small city blues canvas.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude, autographed.
Yeah.
You'll have to
Hell
send
yeah.
2 because I
Well,
want
that'll
one
Actually-
ruin it, but
That that will be a good way we can close the show here. Like, where can people get an album or merch or any of that stuff from you guys?
super.
You're like, we don't have any.
You know what? You can buy merch from us on our website. Like if you go to smallcityblues.com, you're going to be able to find merch. You're going to be able to listen to all of our songs. So if you don't subscribe to Apple Music or whatever, like you're going to be able to find all of our songs on YouTube so you can listen to them for free. And yeah, the only thing that like we don't really have for sale on our website is our music at the moment. I could slap it up there digitally, you know, fairly quick if anybody wants to shoot us a message, or, you know, like you can buy it through iTunes or anything like that. And we do have physical copies of our EP, but you're gonna have to come to a show, so it's gonna be like a unicorn in the
A
whenever
diamond
we're gonna
in the
play a
rough.
show again. You'll have to come. Yeah, a diamond in the rough. Yeah, if we play one, you won't want to miss it.
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one of those EPs. 100%.
bet.
I think with that, should we shut her down?
Sure.
What do you think?
You guys stick around for a
Yeah,
bit.
I'm groovy. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right. So
Unless you got
we're
anything else to say, Dalton?
I was just gonna say, Small City Blues will for sure be releasing more music in the future. So don't forget about us. It will happen.
Future.
We're in a funk right now, and we're trying to figure that out. But we're not gonna let the fans down. So just stay tuned.
Hell yeah, man. We'll promote the shit out of it. You have our word on that.
Yep.
For sure.
Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I really appreciate you having us on and being so kind and being so cool. I was kind of a little bit nervous for this, to be honest. We haven't done anything like this in a while, but it's been really cool. It's just been like a sweet sit down conversation. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
It is our honor. You guys are part of the herd, and I'm legitimately mean it when I say the door's wide open for you guys. If we can help
Thank
in
you so
any way,
much.
man, just let us know.